Logan's Run is a 1976 American science fiction action film. It is directed by Michael Anderson and starring Michael York, Jenny Augert. Is that her name?
I think it's Agater.
Agater, Richard Jordan, Roscoe Lee Brown, Farrah Fawcett, and
starring
Peter
Ustinov. You'd never heard of him before, probably.
No, and
I'm like, oh yeah, Peter Ustinov's in that, and because I remember from back in the day who Peter Ustinov is, and just right now I realized, when you were trying to pronounce it.
Well, I said Farrah Fawcett, and for some reason my brain needed to paste that one out, right. Even though I know who Farrah Fawcett is. And then I got tripped up when I was reading Stephen. I still don't know who he is, but...
Yeah, well, he's the old man.
Well, there you go. Welcome back to the Grindhouse Podcast. I am your host, Cheese Film, and joined with me today is the one and only Hecubus.
The old man.
The old man in the chair, blind with his 10 cats. He's not blind, though.
He's not blind.
Each have 3 names, believe it or not.
Yeah, right.
Well, I did that off screen. 3 names. So we're talking about Logan's Run, a movie that I picked just because I kind of wanted to watch this, and I thought it was a different movie.
Really?
Uh-huh. And this entire time, I was expecting something to happen, and it never did. And about halfway through, I was like, this is not the movie I thought it was.
What did you think it was?
I thought Logan... I don't even know what... And this is why I kind of shot in the dark this. There's a sci-fi movie from around this time, kind of similar with the Dome Cities, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And there's a guy and a girl, and the ending is the girl's face falls off and she's a robot. And it's got that psycho...
Uh-huh.
And I can't remember what the name of that movie is.
Is there a big, truck in it, and they're going from one place to another?
I don't remember. I see, and this is the part about it, because I saw this so young on TV, I think, and I was like, oh, well, that's probably this movie, and I think they're the same guys in it, or they're dressed very similar. And I was like, oh, that's got to be it. I have never seen this movie before in my life, so this is the first time I saw this.
You know what's kind of funny? This movie... When did this come out again?
1976.
76. They were kind of banking on this being sci-fi, and they turned down another sci-fi movie. And then also 20th Century Fox kind of poo-pooed a sci-fi movie the next year, and we're really banking on Damnation Alley, which I think is what you're thinking of.
Might be.
And the other movie, the other sci-fi movie just dominated the world since then. So this movie came out, and they're like, we're not going to do your movie, George Lucas. And the other movie, they're like, this is this is going to be our big movie of the year. They put Star Wars out in the beginning of the year because they're like, this is going to make our year. Damnation Alley is going to make our year. And then Star Wars just destroyed. You've never heard... You might have seen Damnation Alley and didn't know about it.
I
remember... I think it is Damnation Alley. And now we're going to have to do that movie because I'm going to have to watch it again, seeing it so much around. I remember that happening. And that kind of stuff where you have a face like Westworld and you take your face off and it's a robot crap inside. They did it on the $6 Million Man, too, tying into this because... he was married to Farrah Fawcett. Just always gave me the creeps. It really bugs me. And I probably saw it when I was too little. So, I think it's real.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, it really puts a zap on my brain. I love it.
So, this is what's wild.
There's no androids in Logan's Run.
There's no androids in this. And I just looked this up. And I found what I saw recently that made me remember this movie, but it's still not it.
Right.
I have a distinct memory as a guy wearing black. I think he had something on his chest too, and a woman who was just kind of helping him out this whole time. And she's got one of those like bob cuts, like and the hair comes down along her jawline.
A reverse bob.
Yeah, and it's like blonde, and she's also wearing sci-fi tech clothes.
Oh my god, they can't even hear me.
What do you mean?
What an idiot!
I asked you if you were ready this whole time. We'll probably have to re-say all that, what you just said.
Well, whatever. Damn it, what a moron.
And I have this memory of this movie, and at the end, it's a big reveal. I think she kills him, and reveals that like she's been a robot this whole time, and she's talking to somebody else in her ear. And it has that techno synthy music. The camera pulls out.
Yeah, like they did in Family Guy.
But that's okay. So this is what it is. So I found the Reddit post like, what is this movie referencing? And it's the scene from Family Guy where the guy's dressed like the Logan's Run people,
right? And
her face comes off, and it pans out like that. And they're saying that it could be like they're dressed from Logan's Run. Right. Westworld robots, but like there's nothing that 100% one for one this. So I have no idea what movie I even saw that I had in my head that I was reminded of from this scene. So like what?
Yeah.
What? Now this whole thing's kind of falling apart. But this is, I'm blown away by that because this whole movie, and there's a part in it where he goes on the run and he takes the lady down to where the silhouetted guys with the staffs with the steam.
Yeah, they're like people that aren't in society.
Yeah, the outcasts.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
the people got out,
and they're probably older.
And she's like, no, he's one of the what do they call him?
Jessica Six is her name in the movie.
Yeah, what do they call them?
I don't remember what they call him.
Man, he's one of those guys. He killed everybody, and she's like, "No, remember." Like she's talking to her like she's a robot getting another robot to remember properly. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is it. This is gotta be." And like, it just wasn't, and I'm kind of blown away by that. Man, what were they called?
What are they called in that?
Look that up too because it was a cool name.
Yeah, it is. And now that you mentioned it, I know what you're talking about. I thought you meant the group of people.
No. Logan, the Sandman. They're
Sandman. Yeah, Sandman.
But yeah, so Logan's Run is actually. I didn't intend this because with this, and we're going to be doing Soylent Green next.
Well, they won't see Soylent Green next.
Well, they won't, but Soylent Green will be coming up.
Yeah,
they will eventually. Soylent Green and Logan's Run are kind of both about overpopulation.
Yep. In
a post-apocalyptic world.
Right, and they both have a twist.
Yeah.
I think this one is not so... It's not a big deal to me. I didn't think it was that big a deal.
This one is way more, like, tame and... Yeah. Oh, everything's going to be okay kind of feeling.
Well, yeah, it's tame, but at the same time, dirty. Because they have orgies and all that kind of stuff.
It's a dirty world.
And you call up a sex partner.
I mean the twist is more tame. Like that you're free, you can go repopulate the world.
But
as
also,
opposed to what Soylent Green's about.
I think everybody knows what Soylent Green is, man. But the twist, I think, is that carousel thing, it kills everybody. There is no rebirth and all that.
Yeah.
And I just thought, who cares? It's not real anyway.
Well, there's no real
Do you know what's
authority.
funny?
It's an empty throne, too.
Yeah, right. But the guy that wrote Soylent Green, the book, helped out on this, and he's the one that came up with all that carousel thing. That's not in the Logan's Run book. And he came in to help with the script, came up with that part, and then left the project. That's kind of funny that, okay, spoiler alert, we planned on doing both of these movies ahead of time. And Like how Treasure Planet and the Black Cauldron had a thing together, and we just randomly picked them.
Yeah, they
have that in common.
Yeah,
and we just randomly picked them.
It's kind of strange that happened.
Yeah, it is. And overpopulation, and they're in Logan's Run, it's a control thing that they're controlling the population.
When and it kind of sits as Soylent Green was a prequel to Logan's Run. Like you can
get that
form
way.
it that way because Soylent Green happens in the not so distant future of 2019.
Yeah,
which is kind of wild. And then this happens in like 2235. Like
it's way in the future,
far in the future, where the 70s came back pretty hard.
Yeah,
which I think
everything's
hilarious.
Cycle.
Because like at the end, there's a person dressed like Green Luke Skywalker. And that's always been something about Luke that I could never not see, is he looks like somebody from the 70s. It's the haircut.
The haircut is a lot of it.
Especially. But there's a uniqueness to sci-fi from the 70s where it all kind of looks like the same future.
Right. And everything's all clean, which is what's so cool about Star Wars.
Is that it's not.
Yeah.
It's so lived in.
I think it's little details like that made it really pushed it up. Well, no, the spectacle of it, never mind. But those little details really set it in stone, man.
Yeah.
That was a great idea.
And it, revolutionized how sci-fi.
Everything.
Even though it's not even really a sci-fi movie, it's more of a
it's not
fantasy.
It was considered sci-fi, especially back then, because it took place in space. So it's got robots.
Well, yeah, it's science fiction, but it does, and that's again why it works as well as it does, is because it has the flavor but a unique taste. Of science fiction.
Yeah,
and that's like fantasy is fantasy. It always looks the same, but like once you get something that's really unique and individualized, those are the ones that pop out more,
right? Because
they're the different ones.
Yeah,
because like Star Trek is far more science fiction than Star Wars is.
Yeah, Star Trek is science fiction, man, and Star Wars isn't.
But this is thoroughly, I would say, this is a nice, deep sci-fi story.
Yeah, totally.
That would be something that you would read in a book or a magazine, like a sci-fi magazine kind of thing.
Yeah, right. There was a book. So
it makes sense that this kind of exists in its own world like that. So stuff I really think was I like the main character in this. I think he was a very likable.
I think the characters are strong.
All of them
are in it.
Even your antagonist friend turned
Francis Seven
jerk. He was even.
Well, I think he's not even so much a jerk. I think he feels more betrayed.
Yeah.
Because they're real close friends, and then when he becomes a runner, he would have expected him to just do the right thing instead of being these scumbag runner people that just want to live.
Well, he keeps saying that, like, why would anybody want to do that instead of the Carousel,
where you get reborn and everything?
Yeah. So like they do lay that on real thick, so that when he is forced to defect by the computer, he I guess his eyes are more open to like the potential that his whole world is a lie.
Yeah.
Going forward.
Right. He's not so dogmatic about it. He's like, well, hang on.
Well, he's like, well, do I get my 4 years back?
Right, all that.
And the computer just doesn't answer him.
Right, the computer don't care.
No.
It's a lot. He's like, you're a means to an end to the computer.
And I don't even really understand what the computer's goal was.
I guess probably just to keep... It probably got programmed. It's like an AI.
Yeah.
And then they walked away from it, and it just does its programming.
But like it sends him on this quest with all this information.
Yeah.
And then he finds out all the answers that the computer wants to know.
Yeah.
But just doesn't tell the computer, and the thing starts short-circuiting itself.
Of course. But that's a Star Trek thing.
What? Yeah. What was the computer's end goal? If it got that information, like there was no I'm going to kill everybody kind of thing to it.
Right.
You know, that's why I say it's an empty throne. The people are servants to the computer that the people put there.
Right.
And it's just been so far removed that they don't care anymore. That why would that be a function? Everything is so
it's working out. Well, it might have just wanted to try to eliminate the people running so that everything's more efficient. The society's more efficient.
It's just strange. Because like Mother's programmed to bring the creature back.
Right.
No matter what. The crew is not important. It's very expendable. And like Hal's just kind of a jerk.
Hal, yeah.
He's got it out for humanity. He's not a big fan of...
Did you ever see 2010?
Is there a
That's
sequel?
the sequel to it, yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
2010 is friggin' great.
Really?
And it got crapped on back in the day when
just
it came
for being
out.
A sequel?
And it wasn't the Sandy Kruber thing. And it's a completely different movie. Mm-hmm. Completely different movie. It's about the Cold War, basically. And it's great. But one of the guy that programmed it, Hal, the government came in and wanted the computer to lie because it told the computer what the real mission was, and it couldn't make it logical to have the mission go on and lie about what the mission is, and it short-circuited that way. And that's why he tried to kill everybody.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, the two guys in the movie.
It's been a while since I've seen that one, too. That was one of those ones I saw in high school for the first time.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't really gone back to it, but it does stick with the imagery.
It's so good.
Sticks with you.
Yeah, it does. But 2010 is freaking great.
I'll check that one out.
You got to. It's great. It's got Roy Scheider as the star of it. And I think the special effects in it hold up today.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it not too long, a couple of years ago, or maybe earlier this year, or 2025. And there's something like it looks great. Mm-hmm. Something like the spaceship that they're going in has a lot of flashing lights that. Why do you need this light to flash? Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like Star Trek?
Yeah.
But like when they're at Jupiter and they got to go over to the ship, looks real. It looks great. I think the special effects are as good as 2001, and that's one of the problems people had with it.
Wow.
These special effects, like this took place. They shot it in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
At like an abandoned mall and stuff.
It looks like a mall.
And the miniature, the city, when you see the city, I knew it was a miniature going in, but I'm like, yeah, that looks like a miniature.
Yeah.
It's cool looking.
No,
it's okay.
You can have a respect for
those. Those special effects don't really hold up. I don't think any special effect in this movie hold up to.
No, they are dated.
Yeah.
But they've got kind of a charm to them that I'm not.
Absolutely.
It's not.
It's not bad. It don't take away from it.
It's not as charming as like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Where like you're very clearly looking at a guy in a monkey costume.
You're right.
But it's not something like you would. It's so bad you can't watch it.
Yeah, no, not at all. It doesn't.
You
take
see
away.
the filmmaking.
I think Box does take away from it. There's a robot towards the middle, towards the end that again has a programming that it has to do, and it just takes it to an extent that you're like, why are you doing that? That's stupid.
Yeah.
Because Box is freezing people that get to there and just storing them. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to store food or whatever, and when they get to it, but that robot looks like I made it.
That robot, I was
it's
so
almost like tinfoil and stuff.
Confused as to why it's even in here.
Yeah,
it's that bad.
Yeah, and why does the mouth have to move? You could almost see him in it too. I'm like, that's the guy's.
That's a guy
face.
in there.
Yeah, it's Roscoe Lee Brown plays him, and I didn't know who that was from his name, and then when I saw his face, I'm like, oh, holy cow, it's that guy.
It almost like it moves almost like it's mounted on a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Like it's
like those Mystery Science Theater guys.
Yeah. Oh my God. It almost took me completely out of the experience because
really
it's
does.
that jarring.
It's bad.
And it does look like it doesn't look metal. Like you know, you got the
it looks plastic.
tube arms that you see in a lot of the classic robots. But and like
Robbie the
they
robot.
look like plastic tubes on a cardboard box.
Yeah.
That somebody spray painted chrome. Like
right. It really does.
It's not that good.
That whole part is it must be in the book or something. But they're come out of the water and they go into an ice kind of cave and they're freezing. Let's take our clothes off.
Well, I understand that because the clothes are going to keep you wet and wet's going to keep you colder faster. And like, you know, like army guys, like when they go in like water or like even if you're hiking everywhere, you're supposed to bring an extra pair of socks.
And why were those pelts there?
But why were
Box
the pelts
don't
there?
need them.
You could have. There's so much that you could have done that like also worked there because it just kind of felt like an arbitrary thing to do.
Yeah, it really did.
Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to take my clothes off and it's like, ooh, this is so sexy. Like
nope,
it's
not like that.
not
at all.
shot at all. It's just like it's like if somebody CinemaSins was like, oh, they got out of the water now they're in the ice cold. This is a sin.
Yeah,
it's like somebody saw that and they're like, well, we have to get on that. People are going to hate it.
Yeah, or like
overcorrection before it was a correction.
They what's his name? What I just said his name, Francis Seven. Dies right before, isn't he dead? No. He's chasing them. There's an action sequence, and it's like then they're going to go to a non-action sequence, and it's like they wanted another action sequence in the middle because the whole cave comes down and all that box is going to kill them. It's almost like shoehorned in. Yeah, like we need some more action here. It's going to get boring, and I just think it swing and a miss on box scene.
But then we get to Washington, D.C. This is where
it's
the
Washington,
outside is. That's overgrown. And they see Abe Lincoln. And it occurs to them that his face looks weird because he's got facial hair.
Why does his face look like that?
And I didn't even think of that. I was like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, I thought they were kind of talking. He looks old in that.
Well, he looks old. I don't think there's another person in the city that has any facial hair.
No, there's not.
They're all clean shaven.
Yeah.
He's old and he's got a beard, which is, you know, the universal sign of age.
Right.
You know, it's a great way to show somebody growing. So the fact that they die before they're 30, which I think is also a lie. I think they're way younger than 30 when they're being killed. Like time doesn't work the way that it does outside.
They in the book it's 21. You die when you're 21. But they had this sexy stuff in it. And they didn't want it to be
kids.
Yeah, basically. So they moved it up to 30, yeah.
And then we meet, I'm going to call him Socrates because I'm kind of blown away that he's not. But he lives in just like
the Library of Congress or something. Yeah,
with his plethora of cats that all have a bunch of different names, all alone. And he's just kind of a guy. He's just there.
Right.
As just a sign that people don't have to die young.
Yeah, and conveniently, they all speak the same English.
It didn't involve at all.
And he can talk and stuff.
Well, his parents raised him.
Right.
And they learn things like beloved wife and darling husband or something like that,
right.
Which also means that they aren't having any relations in the cities at all. Because like they say, nobody's born to people in the cities. They're born as...
They're grown.
Yeah, they're grown. So they just... Nobody experiences any kind of affection in the city.
Yeah, nothing has anything to do with... having a good time with their arcade, and everybody enjoys the carousel, watching people float up to the ceiling.
And explode.
But, yeah, like, as far as, like, love and that kind of stuff, or even hate, it isn't... It's not really... it's more even toned to everybody emotionally.
Yeah. Which, you know, like you would understand, like if we were the forefathers of this world and overpopulation is killing our parents and we needed to breed a new set of humans, taking out any kind of reproductive gene in the brain.
Oh, what's that?
Makes sense.
It's Christian Bale's in it. You know what I'm talking about? Where
Terminator Salvation.
No, everybody has to take these pills to keep them from being emotionless. And if anybody finds any art, they immediately destroy it because
I don't think I do. I don't think
it's
I know.
It's a pretty cool movie.
It sounds real interesting.
The action stuff is what's really interesting about it,
Uh-huh.
and it's all hyper stylized. But yeah, like that. Like if they take that out of it, they could still have a utopia.
Right. But they bring him back, because he doesn't want to. And I think this is a cool thing, is that he's still human.
Yeah.
He still has everything that a human would have. And his biggest worry is that when he dies, nobody will be there to bury him.
Yeah.
And that's kind of poetic.
Yeah,
that's a pretty poetic thing. So the girl promises to bury him. The boy's like, we're not burying him. We gotta go back. Well, we'll take him.
Yeah.
Good idea. So they take him back, and to show everybody that, like, this is all a lie and we can get out of here and not have to die so young. And it kind of doesn't work. He gets kidnapped and interrogated. Computer blows up.
Yeah.
The city blows up. And then everybody's fascinated with the old man.
Right.
You know, starting a new life. This is kind of like the rebirth of humanity, essentially. The only issue is that if you genetically bred out breeding, they're all going to die anyway.
Yeah, that's it for humanity.
But it's a fairly uplifting story.
Yeah, I think it's so.
You know, like, it's not dread, and because a lot of these sci-fi,
Soylent Green.
It's not. But a lot of these sci-fi post-apocalyptic stories tend to have like a dread ending to it. Like, this is your future if you don't change.
Right, like the person you've just spent this adventure with's face falls off and they're an android.
Robot, yeah.
And you really are just alone.
So, like, man, I swear that's got to be a real movie. Where did they get it from? Because it's the same thing.
Well,
the
I think
face
Family
falls
Guy,
off.
They just, like, it's kind of a trope that your face comes off. Like I said, Westworld.
Yeah.
When they take their face off. And $6 Million Man did it too. But, and then Logan's Run is a futuristic where everybody's got a jumpsuit on.
Yeah.
I think it's just too many things all mixed together.
I like the jumpsuits in these, though. I thought they were pretty.
Yeah,
they're very
pretty snazzy.
Minimalist.
Yeah,
but they get the job done, and they definitely feel like a future world to me. I liked that a lot. I very much appreciated that. But yeah, overall, the movie was it was more fun than I was expecting it to be, because I was expecting this to be a completely different movie.
Right.
So
yeah, I hadn't seen it since I was a little kid.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great science fiction adventure.
Yeah.
And even though the effects are dated, like, they don't really suck to watch. Like, they're not. And what does not hold up very well isn't on screen for very long.
Yeah. And it doesn't take you out of the story.
No.
I don't think it does.
The robot a little bit did, but other than that.
Yeah, right. But like this isn't the only science fiction movie that came out in the 70s.
No.
But you've heard of it. Everybody pretty much has heard of it. Like, even your mother has heard of it. She's not going to watch it, but
the Blu-ray of this on the cover has a hand with something in the center.
Yeah, they have that thing, remember? It starts blinking.
Yeah.
That's when your time is up.
And I was thinking about that. Like, why have that be the iconography? Because the old poster is the stark white with the 70s.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, and them running out. And I was like, well, no, hang on. Because when I see that, I think of, like, Aliens or something, you know, like it's life. But in a way, this is that too, just in a different way.
But like that's how he knows his time is up. It starts blinking, and then when they go to the old man, they're like, "Why don't you have this?" And he's like, "What's that in your hand? That's cool. Can I have
one?" But yeah, no, there's a lot of good stuff in this. That
definitely.
Even though it's a movie from the 70s, it's not terrible.
Yeah, and obviously from the 70s.
Yes, it is.
Because like Taxi Driver's from the 70s too, but you can really just put everything. That could be a sci-fi futuristic movie with the way people act now.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, like that. But it's pretty cool. And Farrah Fawcett gets billed in it, and like she's on. I think it's on the poster too. It's a big deal that Farrah Fawcett's in it. Mm-hmm. She's in it for all of 7 minutes or whatever, like 7 seconds. I mean, it's nothing. She's not even a main character.
No,
she could have been played by anybody. But Charlie's Angels was a huge hit, so they put her up front to get people in the theaters.
So funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I have any real much more to go into this one other than it just not being the movie I thought it was. Mm-hmm. But a great movie nonetheless.
Yeah, it was good. It's good. It's worth checking out for lots of reasons.
And it's pretty easily accessible too. I don't think any audience wouldn't have a good time with it.
I think so too.
Good general audience.
And like you could think, like lots of times I like to think of what people in the past thought the future was going to be like.
Yeah.
And how they get it wrong and what's right and that kind of stuff.
Soylent Green came out in the 60s, right?
No, like 71 or something.
Oh, was it 71?
71 or 74, something like that.
Okay. I felt Soylent Green's future was a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
Than this one. This one tries to do the whole.
But also, this is way far in the future.
Yeah.
Whereas when Soylent Green came out, Soylent Green came out, you could be alive by the time it takes place.
I don't think so.
Well, I am.
That's really.
Do you know
old.
what I mean? It's not as fantastical.
No, it's more grounded.
It's an environmental thing. That's why. And whereas this is a utopian thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I really like about science fiction is
it could be anything.
It could be anything like Event Horizon's a horror sci-fi movie. Star Trek is a just sci-fi movie. Mm-hmm. There's a utopian one, a dystopian stuff. I think it's cool.
Star Wars is more of a swashbuckling adventure
fantasy
one, mixed with Japanese samurai movies.
Right.
But yeah, no, sci-fi. It's such a great medium to put a story in.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people really utilize it as much as they could.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, but like a couple other movies that are on the list that you still haven't seen. Primer is a time travel movie that like we could make it right now. There's no special effects in it whatsoever. And it's a time travel movie. And Coherence is another kind of mind-bending sci-fi movie. And I say sci-fi because of the story of it. But there's no special effects in that either. None.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You don't have to have special effects.
A time travel movie without special effects.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know how they do that. This mystery list that you have that I haven't seen.
I've been telling you for years, you got to watch these movies. I think it's hilarious.
That's what we're doing.
And when you finally do see them, I like doing that too, because like Academy Award winning movies, I'm like, I have no interest in that. And then like years later, I'll see it. I'm like, why did I watch this then? Oh my God, what an idiot.
I do that too a lot.
I like that feeling.
Like almost rediscovering something.
Yeah.
Especially when it hasn't been spoiled at all.
Right.
That's the best part.
Yeah, that's the best.
But yeah, no, tune in next week for, I guess, part 2 of the dystopian future sci-fi.
Not next week.
Or the week after.
Although next week is a sci-fi movie.
And in a way, it can shape the future.
Yeah.
No, but next week is a special episode. It's our 100th episode featuring a guest
person. A guest.
Yeah. What do they call it? A guest star of our very first. It's a great episode. It was a great episode to film, and we're putting the finishing touches on it, and that'll be ready for your viewing pleasure next week. I won't even tell you what the movie is. It's such a special movie. But I have been Cheese Film.
And I am Hecubus.
And this has been the one and only Grindhouse Podcast. Cheese Film out.